How are you? Welcome to Sunday's Impact Marriage. It's our Sunday day to talk.
Hi, how's everybody doing today? So what are we talking about today, babe?
Finances. Don't you love finances? He doesn't. I don't mind
Finances.
them. I don't like to fight about them, but
Anyway, well, there's a myth that if you don't want to talk about finances, because if you talk about finances, it's gonna end up being a fight.
and it does sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it does. Sometimes
But
it
I love
does.
him.
But an actual fact is that in order to have a good marriage, guess what? You have to be able to communicate about finances. You just have to. There's no other way around it.
Yep. And the number one cause for divorce or division in your family is finances. So it's something that I think as a family and a unit, you have to come together and work together as a team to overcome that and have goals and dreams together and create it.
Yeah, because sometimes the fight isn't even over the finances. It's really over the lack of communication.
Or miscommunication.
Yeah, or miscommunication that got you to the place where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Because if as a husband, I have my goals, and as a wife, she has her goals,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't talk about our goals, and okay, so this money's for this, my mind is thinking this money's for this, but then guess what? Her mind is this money's for this, But if you actually communicate, you guys could come to an agreement and say,
Yeah.
okay,
Or compromise.
Two heads put together, we'll do it. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the way. This is not the way. A lot of times it backfires because as a man, sometimes we're machistas and say, you know what, it's my job to bring in the money to I can't bother my wife. I can't bother my wife with my financial stress, right? Which is I call it mine, but it's ours, right? And it
Especially
defeats the
with the
purpose.
family.
Yeah, it defeats the purpose of me coming home stressed out. But guess what? I can't talk to her about it. But guess what? The tension's there.
Yes.
So might as well talk about it. It's
Especially
good.
if you like to spend
Yeah.
money, like I do.
It's good to have that communication.
Yeah.
Men, a lot of times.
But I respect
Right.
that you work.
A lot of times we us men, when you actually talk to your wife about what's going on, it actually helps. You guys are partners,
Yeah.
Your wife loves you, and since they love you, they're gonna understand. They're not
That's
gonna
right.
want you stressed out, right?
That's right.
Who wants
Yes.
a stressed out husband, or who wants a stressed out wife?
Yeah.
No one does.
No
So
one.
yeah, but if you communicate about it,
Then it's much
It
easier.
gets better.
And
It
it,
gets
and
better.
it lightens the package and it lightens the
yeah,
it takes off the weight off of their shoulders, because when you married, you two became one, and
Right.
your husband and wife, so
Yeah.
you're supposed to be a team. So my saying is, when one is having a hard time, you have your helpmate or your husband or wife to be there to help the other
Yeah.
through that hard time. I think that's really important.
yeah. Because I know for me, as a man, the frustration sometimes comes in that I want to provide everything that they desire. I want to be able to provide it.
No,
And
simple.
since I can't provide everything, it's a stress. But when I talk to my wife,
And I bring it back down to
it alleviates
earth.
things. It really does. It just alleviates things. So that's something that we've learned, right?
Yeah.
That's something that we've learned
Yes.
as we have grown as a couple.
Yeah, and I think it's so important to know, because in the physical, I want this, I want that, but you know what? You realize, if you put perspective, you realize what's really important is their health and your family's health and being happy. I mean, you have a roof over your head, you have food to eat, you can still go do splurging. You just have to finance yourself properly
Right.
in order to do the splurging. And so I think for me and us, my husband, as a couple, I think that's one thing that I've learned is it's prayer, a lot of prayer, because you have to be there's patience involved, and then when they're going through a hard time, you have to be the one to be patient for
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But you need to help each other out through that, because it only makes you guys stronger and it grows your relationship together.
Right. Yeah. The reality is, as a man, as a husband, you could do a lot. You could provide a lot, but together, my gosh,
You can provide way
yeah,
more.
you could conquer the world.
Yes.
Anything is
It's
possible.
so true. Yes.
Anything is possible working together.
Together.
It has to be that way. Anyway, that's our message for
That's
today.
our message today.
Have
a
communicate.
good
Yes, communicate.
Sunday.
Our message: communicate. Communicate
Yes.
about finances. Learn to communicate about finances.
Yes.
That'll
Make that your
make-
goal
yes,
or your challenge.
That'll make your life, your marriage, so much better.
Yes.
Anyway.
And pray.
Yes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Have a
your
great
time.
Sunday.
Hope this helps. Bye,
Bye.
guys.